Can you stop this after each sentence you're saying? Last time we were running,
Running like.
not running. No, running.
Okay.
It's again the same thing like you're saying chickens. So don't say this.
Chickens.
We are running around, running around.
Smirking. Smirking. So smirking.
When you make face and then you smile, it has got that's sarcasm as well, and it has got little uncomfort of the person as well, like he's not comfortably doing it. So it's artificial.
Welcome to Bone Scholars. In this video, me and my student, we are doing a loud reading together. The purpose is to learn idioms, learn vocabulary words and phrases. I had given her the script and asked her to mark the difficult words so that we can analyze together and discuss about the words, idioms, and phrases together. What I found is during the process of reading, she is committing mistakes, and I just wanted to highlight those mistakes, and here it is. I hope you'll enjoy this and learn from it.
Sure, but that's pushing it a little too far. Anyway, let's go down to brass tacks. Means she trying to.
The expression "she trying to" is wrong. The correct expression is "she is trying to."
Deviate the topics into a main thing. That's only she.
In India, particularly in South India, the frequent use of word only in conversation serves several communicative purposes. For instance, for emphasis, clarification, translation from regional language when they translate from the regional language to English, cultural communication styles. It could be the habit and influence as well. Unfortunately, the English language doesn't have a proper standard equivalent expression to convey the Indian emphasis. That's why it's being frequently used. The student here hails from South India, and I understand it's tough for her to really get rid of this only.
Told, let's get down to a brass tacks.
So what is brass?
We have got a lot to cover, and time slipping through our fingers. Means we cannot hold our time. Time is pausing out, very fast. That's only she mentioned the time slipping through our fingers. It means we cannot hold our sand or water. Okay.
Wait a minute. Please read this again. We have got a lot to cover. We've got a lot to cover. Just read from.
And time slip. We have got lot to cover, and time slipping through our fingers.
Through our fingers. Through.
Time is slipping through our fingers.
Through our fingers. Yeah. So what did you find here in this paragraph?
No, she tried to deviate the topic from funny matter into serious matter. We have a lot of things to cover, and she also mentioned a time we have a critic. Have some small amount of time only.
As explained earlier, here again she has used only just to emphasize time.
The times are getting through our fingers. Like means we cannot hold our sand or water in many times in our hand, right? That's what she mentioning.
So did you find the meaning of brass tacks?
What
does it mean?
Brass tacks means like that plate, right, sir?
Hmm?
Uh, pra- that import plate brass tacks.
No, no, no. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's get down to brass tacks means let's get down to the basics. The other day I told you this is a very important word and you can also use in your conversations many times. So, brass tacks is let's get down to the basics. I mean, whenever you discuss and whenever you have a project to start or any discussion to start, you can always say let's get down to the basics. Yeah.
Basics.
Basics means fundamentals.
Basics. Okay.
Fundamentals. Basics, fundamentals.
Okay.
Let's get down to
Okay.
always you will try to start from the basics. Basics is where from something is originated. Even if we have a project to do, we will definitely have the baseline from where it is started. So that's what you call the brass tacks, getting down to the brass tacks. Let's get down to the brass tacks.
Ethan nodding earnestly. Right. So I have been thinking about our pitch for the new project. I don't want to bitch more of than we can chew.
I
You
don't
know
want
how
to.
it's when
I
we
don't. I
taken
don't.
too
I don't
much.
want to
I don't want to bite off more.
bite. You said bit.
Bite off more. Yes, a bite off more than we can chew.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You know how it's when we take on too much, everything goes pear shaped. Uh, Heathen nodding earnestly means he involved, he involved fully in that conversation. He told, I have been thinking about our pitch for the new project.
Can you stop this after each sentence? Try to stop that.
Okay.
Why you are doing it? Because you're thinking about what to speak next.
Okay.
So you're filling that gap. That gap you're filling by saying, try to minimize it now.
Okay.
And when you don't have anything to speak, just keep silent.
Okay.
Think, but don't make any noise like this.
Okay.
We should only give the meaningful thing. I mean, if we don't have the words, we will not say. Okay, try to minimize it, because if I send you the audio of this, you will find like how many times you are doing this. And in any conversation, this is the most irritating thing for anybody. Even if I do this again and again, you will find it quite irritating. This is one of the negative thing in communications that we have, and we try to avoid this always. We'll be talking about it in one of the sessions. Okay. Now you try to avoid this, and then whenever you don't have anything to say, just try to give a pause for a while and then speak. Okay, go ahead
now. He thinking.
Again, it's a similar mistake. He thinking. This expression is wrong. Correct expression is he is thinking.
A new outline for the project. I don't want to bite more than we can chew. He told like don't take many stress on this.
The expression don't take many stress is incorrect. Here is why and how to correct it. Stress is uncountable. The word stress is typically treated as uncountable noun, so it does not take many. Instead, you can use much or refer to stress as a singular concept. Correct expressions are don't take much stress or don't take too much stress.
I don't want to bite more than we can chew. He trying to say take minimal amount of work stress, all those things. Don't take don't take high risk on this. You know how it is when we take on too much, everything goes pear shaped. He mentioned when we are taking too much of things, it's everything goes pear shaped. Pear shaped means like idiom, right, sir?
That's correct.
uh, that pear fruits like look like one side and a high, one side and ground is uneven structure.
Saying that pear has an uneven structure is not entirely accurate, but understandable in context. But calling pear shape a structure sounds a little odd.
That's only she tried to say.
So when we say everything goes pear shaped, means bad things happening. It means the things are not happening the way we want. Right? So when we will take too much, when we will take too much of a work and we will not be able to handle it, we will not be able to chew more than what we can. So definitely the things will not be okay with us. Yeah, things will go bad, things will go pear shaped.
Lily leaning forward, tapping the table thoughtfully, just front forward and make a noise on the table. You are right. Last time we were running around like headless chickens. We need to keep our heads.
Last time we were running
Like.
Not running. No, running.
Okay.
It's again the same thing like you're saying chickens. So don't say this.
Chickens.
We are running around. Say it again.
We were running around like headless chickens.
Headless chickens. Yeah, now it has become better than what you said last time. Okay? Last time we were running around like headless chickens. Okay?
Headless chickens. She means that after we are cut the chicken's head, it moving around like haribari, right? It cannot understand anything like that. She mentioned last time they were made mistake like headless chickens.
The expression last time they were made mistake like headless chicken is incorrect. The correct expression is last time they made a mistake.
Alright. Means they have no direction.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
We need to keep our heads above water this time. She mentioned don't overwhelmed in that stress or work, right? Overwhelmed, right, sir? That sentence, overwhelmed. Okay. How to pronounce that? OVERWHEMLED.
Okay, overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed to see you. I'm overwhelmed to know about this, So overwhelmed. It's like you're getting joy, You're happy to see somebody. Over. It's on an overly side.
But we also cannot afford to rest on our laurels. Yeah. Afford to rest on our laurels means some victory things. In the past we got a award. Don't rest on that past thing. We already got it, right? Why we are again we are putting the effort and getting the award? Don't think like that, she told. right, sir?
Uh, Resting on our laurels means when you are actually content. Content means uh, when you're satisfied with your achievements. And now you believe that whatever achievement I have done in the past, and even if I do a mistake now, people will forgive me or people will excuse me for what I have done in the past, in as a result of what I've done in the past, right? If you've done 10 projects earlier and all of them have been wonderful, you have progressed or you have done those projects well in time and everything was great. So when you're doing your 11th project, now your thought process will change. You will always be thinking, I've done 10 projects nice and this also will go fine. Even if I'm not doing right, I think my bosses will still believe me, and I have my past track, I have my track record that I've done 10 projects good. Now those 10 projects which are good, they are your laurels. Resting on them is, you are resting on them, you are taking a shelter of those projects, you're taking shelter of your achievements of those projects. So even if you're doing a mistake here, you are assuming that you will be able to rest on your laurels.
Okay, in this sentence, that afford means what, sir? But we also cannot to rest on our laurels
Yeah,
means it's
so what
mean.
she's trying to say here is, we cannot afford to rest on our laurels means this project is so important that if we miss out on this, maybe whatever those 10 projects we have done earlier, everything will become zero. All our reputation, all our laurels that we have earned earlier, this project can make them zero. So afford means we cannot afford. I cannot afford to go somewhere. I cannot afford to go to US for various reasons. I may not have money, I may not have time, I may have family issue. That's what the afford means. I cannot afford to. I cannot afford to reach there. Not being in a position to take up. Okay. So what she is saying is, I cannot afford to, but we also can't afford to rest on our laurels. Rest on laurels. You have whatever you have done good in the past, you always rely on that. But she's saying we cannot afford, because that may become zero. I mean, if I do it wrong, it happens. It happens. You do single mistake, all your achievements in the past, they get hidden. They get kind of dashed to the ground. They get wiped off in that. It's like the storms you get in your region. You build a house and it takes years to build that house, and one single storm comes and then it spoils everything. It takes away the thing, whatever you have created. So laurels, those are your laurels, and when the negative thing will come, it will wipe off everything. So you are resting on your laurels and you can't afford to do this. That's what she's trying to say. I hope you understood now.
Yes.
Yeah, go on next.
Ethan chuckling, resting on our laurels. I don't think that's ever been a problem for us. We are always burning the candle at both ends. He believes it's never happened. That don't think we are not don't think like that. No, resting on our laurels. We are always burning the candle at both ends. Means we are and put an effort more and more like others, like other, right, sir? Burning the candles at both ends means put an effort more.
Correct. Normally Burning the candle at both the ends means you're not sleeping all through the night. You're working so hard that you don't sleep at all. So that's a representation of the hard work that you're doing. See, whenever we have a lot of work, we don't sleep. We are trying to make, we are trying to work day and night. We normally say, I'm working day and night. So it's more like that. We are always burning the candle at both the ends. Means I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping all through the night. So resting on our laurels, I don't think that has ever been a problem. We are always burning candle at both the ends. Means we are always having that track record of burning the candle at both the ends. We finish the project somehow. And that's how we get the laurels. He's confident that nothing will happen, and we are not resting on our laurels. That's what she's arguing with us. Okay, so that's why it's a conversation, because she's saying something and then he's countering it, or he's agreeing to the fact. Let's go on to the next.
Rolling our eyes, exactly. And if you're not careful, we are going to burn out. So let's be smart about this. We will take it one step at a time, plan meticulously, and hit the ground running. She warning, we are going to more stress, or we are going to do more works. We are going to burn out. So she warning. So let's be smart about this. We will take.
She is warning. She warning me. She
is
or she warns him. She warns him. Okay. Not she warning. She is warning, or she warns him. Yeah. So she warns him that we are going to burn out. We are going to burn out. And so let's be smart. Smart. Say smart.
Smart.
Yeah. So let's be smart about this. We will take one step at a time, plan meticulously, and hit the ground running. You are meticulous. When I say you are meticulous, what does it mean? Normally, meticulous means when you're doing things on time, when you're doing things at the right time, Meticulous also refers to a kind of where you have a lot of discipline. When you are giving a lot of attention to details and you're very careful. When you're working on a project, and if you have taken care of each and every aspect of it, right from beginning till the end, problems could arise, and you have taken care of that also. You have also accounted for the risk management. You have accounted for all the risks in that. I would say you have done it meticulously. That's meticulous. Attention to details. So here it differs from your being intelligent. Intelligent doesn't mean that you're meticulous. If you don't have the attention to details, then intelligence also will not be. The intelligence, it doesn't work there. You may be intelligent, but if you're not meticulous, then the success is not guaranteed anyways. So meticulous is what works.
Ethan enthusiastically, he's in a full energy. Could not agree more. He fully agree. I will already drawn up a rough outline for a proposal. He made it already a rough outline for the project. If we play our cards right, we will have them eating out of the palm of our hands by the end of the meeting. Okay. He is mentioning play our cards right. if you are doing great or right means at the end of the meeting, all the you know other team members in our, they believe that our points, like that is he's trying to say, eating out of the palm of our hands means all in our palm, right?
Mhm. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, means we are having the control. That's what it means.
Yes,
All in our
yes,
palm means we are having all the control. So you are
yes,
whenever you are able to control somebody, you will be saying that he's eating out of the palm of my hands. Whenever you are able to control somebody. So what he is trying to say here is, first is couldn't agree for more. Surprisingly, the other day also I told you this means I agree.
yes.
Yeah, couldn't agree. The moment the word couldn't is misleading here. It means yes, I agree. So couldn't agree for more. Couldn't agree for more. Is means I agree. I agree. I agree. I've already drawn up rough outline of a proposal if we play a cards right. If we play a cards right, this is another uh, you know phrase there. We play if we play a cards right means, have you found this?
If you're doing the thing right.
Yeah. If we play a cards right means if we are doing, means basically here it talks about little intelligence at our end. Intelligence. Now here is not meticulous. Here it is intelligence. Okay. If we are playing our cards right and we play intelligently, if we do it intelligently, we will be having them eating out of the palms of our hand at the end of the meeting. Right? So if we are working intelligent enough, then probably they will be under our control. That's what he's trying to say by the end of the meeting. Next.
Lily, grinning, impressed. Well, well, well. Look at you. Now we are talking, but don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's before we get too ahead of ourselves.
Hmm.
Uh, she is warning him, don't count your chickens before they hatch means like before that egg, egg, what we say, sir, hatch. I know in Tamil, but I how to
Yeah. So
explain it.
that what you precise, what you know is absolutely correct. I think there is no other meaning to it. Hatching chickens
Okay.
means when you are, they are coming out of the eggs. The chickens are.
She no, she's trying to don't expect too much before doing anything, right?
Why she's saying, because we don't count your chickens before they hatch, because you may lose some of the chickens during the hatching process. So
Yes.
if we are expecting 10 chickens to come out, and if we get only 5 chickens and then 5 are lost, that means I have got only 5. So that's what she's trying to say. Yeah, we don't count chickens before they are hatched. You may not have the 100% conversion. Okay, so we want to definitely do 100%, but then where do we stand? So you can always say, let's not count the chickens before they hatch. End result is not known. There could be something which is left to the act of God, to the various things, to the situations. So you don't know exactly what is going to happen.